Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. We're gonna finish up our stained glass Game of Thrones Direwolf in today's video. If you've been following along, it's been a journey, but we're almost done. And if you're new to this channel, you may want to go back to the first video to see the entire process from the beginning. If so, I'll have a link of that video down below for you in the description. So what's up with season 8? What do you guys think about it so far? For me, I absolutely love this show, but I feel like they're rushing it a bit and leaving a lot of things unanswered. So I'm a bit confused on it. I mean, especially that we have just one more episode left. So what's gonna happen? Who knows? Anyways, let's get back to business and finish this thing up. So we've ground our pieces to fit nicely together, and now we'll clean them off in some water and dry them off for the next step. We're at the copper foiling stage. First, the copper foil itself. This one in particular is a 7/32 of an inch width. Also, I'm using the black backing to match the black patina that we're gonna be using. And we have our fid tool. This is used to burnish the copper foil onto the glass. You'll see how that's used in a little bit. Let's go with this piece that's been so crazy to make. Let's start with this one. So the backing is an adhesive, so you just peel it off and then you can go ahead and stick it to the edge of the glass, just like that. I like to fold the tip over to get that started, and I'm paying attention to keep it as evenly as possible. And we're just gonna cut it off, and we can go ahead and fold that last piece just right over. So now we could use the fid tool to help press down all the sides here and push down the foil onto the glass as neatly as possible. And you really want to go over it quite a bit, like a lot of times, just to really get it onto the glass there. The more it sticks onto the glass, the better it'll be for the soldering. Oh, I thought I broke it. Oh. Just dropped it. Okay. Cannot break this piece, ever. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, you guys get the idea. We've got 50 something pieces to do, so let's repeat that with the rest of them. Almost done here with the copper foiling, except there's one thing that we have to do still, and that's to do some copper foil overlays on top of some of these pieces. So we're gonna try to do it together, and I'll try to explain what the heck an overlay is. This is what we're going off of. In the snout right here, as you can see, these two dark lines, the eyebrow, these two over here. We're gonna go ahead and add copper foil and try to solder onto it. We can omit some, but I'd like to try to attempt it as much as possible. So I read a few articles on copper foil overlays. I'll link those down in the description for you if you'd like to read up on them, just to learn a little bit more of what it is. So let's give it a shot and see what we can do. The idea is to take some copper foil, overlay them on top of the lines, then I'll use the X-Acto knife to cut that to shape. They mentioned to do the overlays from one end of the glass to the other for strength. In this case, we have some floating lines which may or may not work, but I feel like we should just try it anyways. I don't even know if this is gonna work, but we'll find out. We're gonna solder onto this, see if it sticks. Looks cool though. Whew, done. Hey guys, we're finally at the soldering stage. So first I've got the gloves to keep all the flux off my fingers. Of course, we've got the flux that we'll be using and the brush for the flux. And finally, I'm finished with this solder. Actually, it's down to the last string of it here. But don't worry, I've got a brand new Mastercraft solder that I just got. This is the 6040 solder, the same thing that I've been using. Can't believe I finished the entire roll from all these projects. And if you guys don't want to smell the solder fumes, this is a mask that I use, so it's perfect for it. Put the link down below, as well as all the things that we're covering today. And my soldering iron with the 1/4-inch tip, which is connected to my soldering station, set to 750 degrees Fahrenheit, 400 Celsius, and I vary that between 750 to 800, depending on how fast I want this solder to melt. Cleaning off the tip before I start. Then we just take the solder and dab it onto the soldering iron so it melts on there. I just need a little bit here, and we're just gonna take this tip and turn it upside down and place it right onto this strip here. It looks like it's sticking. So I'm trying to move quickly so I don't burn the adhesive off the glass. That's looking pretty good. It's not too bad. I can add some more on there, so I'm just gonna do that quickly, but without trying to heat it up too much. Just a little bit more solder on there. This strip kind of lifted right off the tip over here. I pushed it back down, so I'm hoping it'll stay. Let's just leave it. I think it should be good. And if it comes off, we're just gonna have to draw it on with some glass paint or something like that. Okay, so what I wanna do is start tacking these pieces together. So we'll get some flux on the brush, and then I'm just holding down the pieces that I want to tack together. A little dab, and with the soldering iron, I'm just gonna dab a little bit of solder, and I'm just gonna apply it quickly onto these two pieces. Now those two pieces are held together. I've got these two that are held together, and I'll keep doing this for the rest of them. Okay, our pieces are now tacked together, as you can see. So next step is to add solder to the entire piece. So I'm gonna add some flux to these joint lines, and then we'll add some solder onto this top surface. Pick this up, all in one piece. So just be careful as you're holding it, because obviously it's fragile, very fragile, and it's only soldered on one side. So I just wanted to see this, guys. This is so amazing. Okay, so we're gonna flip this over and we'll do the same thing to the other side. So I kind of forgot about the copper foil overlays on this other side. I may go back to it in the future, but let's keep moving along. Basically, we'll keep adding solder to the copper foil as needed, front and back, and also the sides to complete the work. This is definitely the most time-consuming part for me, to get the lines as smooth as possible, but I feel like the soldering gets easier each time, so let's keep practicing more projects. And let's add some jump rings so we can hang this up. We'll use CJ's flux remover to clean our entire piece after soldering. It's recommended to me by GOM Stained Glass. They have a great YouTube channel with lots of videos on stained glass wisdom and advices, so go support them and check them out. So a little bit goes a long way, and I love how it foams up so well. Scrub the entire piece and rinse off and dry. I'm using fine steel wool to scrub everything once more, but I don't think it's necessary now since the flux remover should be enough, so you can probably omit this step. Next up, black patina. Okay, separate that out. Here we go. I just got this as well. It's a flux and patina cleaner. All right, so let's try to use this to clean this up, and then I want to do a second coat to make it even darker. This is so nice. It's working so well. I thought I hated patina. I'm kind of liking this, getting these results. Look how dark and black these lines are. Holy crap. Oh, so these two things here, CJ's flux remover and the quick clean, and I'll find the link for you guys for these products. Let's try to polish this up. This turned out so much better than I had imagined, especially with the overlays and the patina. I'm just glad it all worked out, even with that one piece that kept breaking. This Direwolf was super fun to make, and I hope you guys had a good time with it. Also, we made it to 1,000 subscribers, so thank you very much for your support. It means a lot. Thumbs up if you like this one, subscribe if you haven't, and share with someone you know who might like what we're doing here. Let's hang out again, and I'll see you next time.
Hehehe